Hello and welcome back to Purus Java tutorials. In this session, we are going to cover the most important topic of Java, that is collection. So what is a collection? Collection is one of the data structure, ready-made data structure, which is provided by the Java, which will help us to keep multiple elements inside that particular container, right? So collection is a container which can contain multiple elements, right? And then it will bind them together into a single unit. So there are multiple collection which is provided by Java, as you can see in the screen: set, list, queue, dequeue, and one of the collection, actually this is not a true collection, but it still goes in the collection framework. So we'll see one by one. So I will cover the set in this particular session. So all these collections, right, it provides a data structure, right? What is data structure? Data structure is nothing but how you arrange the data in your memory for the programming. So that is the data structure. Let's start with the set data structure or the set collection. Here we go to the IntelliJ, and I have an example, set example, and this is already I have written. So let me just explain what are all this. To support the collection framework, Java provided few of the interfaces and the implementation classes. So this is the collection is the interface which is on the top of all the collection, and this collection interface is extended by all these interfaces, that is set, list, queue, dequeue, and there is a separate called map, and this map is extended by again sorted map. So this interfaces and the implemented class, which I have not shown in this diagram, so we will cover while going through the sessions. So all those gives us the methods which are helpful to add, delete, manipulate the elements in the collection framework. Let's start with the set interface, and there are multiple implementation of set interface, that is hash set, tree set, and linked hash set. So let's talk about first what is a set. Set is a collection of elements which will never allow you to keep the duplicate items, whether it is your hash set, tree set, or any linked hash set. This won't allow us to keep the duplicate items. So set will only contain the unique items in the collection. So how to define this one? We can define like this: set, and then what kind of elements we are going to put. So all these are generic type. So here I have defined as string type, and new hash set. So this is one of the implementation, and this particular set interface can hold any kind of implementation by virtue of inheritance. So I have declared first name set, and I added few of the elements that are string elements. So there are some of the methods which are defined in the set interface, that is add, remove, add all. So few of the methods we will see further in this program. So here what I did, I have added few of the elements. Let's say I have added Santosh, Jerry, Mahesh, again Santosh. As you will see here, I am adding a duplicate item. So this set will not add Santosh two times. It will only add first time, and it won't add in the second time. If we call add also, it will return false. So this add method returns Boolean variable, whether it is added or not. And then finally I have added few elements, and here I am printing the set. Let's try to print up to here, right, and see the output. See here, it has given number 1, set elements are, then first name set. So it is just giving us the string representation of this particular collection. So it is printing all the elements whatever I have put in above lines. And you will see Shantosh is only added one time. Now let's go further and see how to iterate this particular set. Iterate in the sense we need to traverse this collection. So we can use new for loop, and there is one more iterator. Even there is some new things which is there in JDK 1.8 using the stream. So we will cover the stream later on when we learn about the streaming. So here I have just given how to iterate the collection using new for loop and the iterator. So here how to use the new for loop. Just you iterate over the set and capture this information. So what kind of collection it is? It is a string type of collection. So you have to give string and then name. So this is the variable for each time it will go on and it will store the value here. Name found in set, then name. Then it will print all the elements whichever is there in the set one by one. The same way I can use this iterator. So how to get the iterator from this collection? We need to say your variable name dot then iterator. So it will return us one of the iterator which is a kind of set iterator, and then you need to use two methods, that is has next and next. So this iterator dot has next will return true if there are any elements in the set. If there are no elements in the set, then it won't return true. Since I have added the elements in the set, this is going to return us true. Next line, when we say iterator dot next, it will fetch the first value. For the first time when this next is getting called, it will return us the first element. Let's say in the second iteration, when it will say next, then it will return the second value. Then for the next, third value. Likewise, it will continue. And this has next will return false after the last element of the set. Okay, this is all about the iterator and new for loop. So let's talk about few of the methods which are again defined in the set collection. So what this contains is it will search whether the past parameter is existing in this particular set or not. It will return true or not. Similarly, the second line, it is checking for Ashish, whether this Ashish is there in this set or not. So this is going to return false. This Ashish is going to return false because it is not there in this particular set. Whereas Santosh will return true. So this line will return true. Let's just go down further and we'll see. Set contains Santosh, question mark, true, this one, and Ashish is false since it is not there in this set. Let's just go down and talk about the contains all method. So this contains all method checks whether this particular set, whatever set we are passing as the parameter, whether all these values are present in the first set or not. So the first set contains these elements which is highlighted, and the second name set contains Santosh, Sophia, Mohit and YYY. So whether all these are present in this set or not, it will check. Since this YYY is not at all there in this set, it is going to return false. Let's see down further. See here, it is returning false. Now let's talk about add all. Add all is nothing but union of the first name set and the second name set. So the parameter whatever we are passing here, it will unite with the first name set. So the first name set will contain now, after calling this add all, these elements plus whatever it had earlier. So these elements. Now if I'll run, then this combination should be of these things plus all these things. So it is going to add only the distinct values. Santosh is already there, so it is not going to add. Sophia is also there, so it is not going to add. Mohit is not there, so the new collection will contain the Mohit and YYY. Let's run this and see what happens. Combination of first name set and the second is Mohit YYY, Mahesh Rinkesh. So all these things are getting united with the first name set. Now let's come to retain all. Retain all method returns the intersection of the set. So here in the second set and in the first set, whatever are the common elements, it is going to return. Let's just comment this, add all, and then we'll run this one. So the first name set is this one, and the second name set is this. So what is the intersection? Intersection is Sophia and Santosh, these two. Let's try to run and get the output. Common element between the first and second name set are Sophia and Santosh. This is what is the output. Let's just comment this. Now remove all. Remove all will just remove whatever the elements are specified in the second name set from the first name set. So it is going to remove Sophia, Santosh, Mohit and YYY. Since Mohit and YYY is not there, it cannot remove, and further this two has to be removed. So after removing Santosh and Sophia, what is the output? This thing. So this 5 element should be there after we call this remove all. Let's just run it and see. So here Mahesh, Rinkesh, Akash, Vikash and Jerry. All these 5 names are there after removing all these elements, second set name set elements from the first name set. So this is what is all about a few methods which are defined in the set interface. You can explore a few of the methods which are defined in the set interface. Just I will show you what all methods are there. So these are the methods which are there in the set interface and also which is inheriting from the object class also. So you can explore it further. Now let's talk about the tree set class and the linked hash set class. So what is tree set implementation of the set interface? Tree set is nothing but it will maintain an order whenever you are putting the elements into the set. It will order these elements in some order. So by default it is natural order, that is the ascending order. So if I'll just comment this out and uncomment this one, and you will see here this is the first time when we called the hash set. Using the hash set, these were the output. So hash set does not retrieve or does not keep the elements in some order. It is arbitrary order based on hashing algorithm. But in the tree set, we will get the output in an ascending order, that is in alphabetically it will be arranged. So let's just run it and see. You will see here this arrangement is in ascending order alphabetically. First A, then B, then J, M, like that it is containing alphabetic order. Now let's talk about the linked hash set. Linked hash set maintains the elements in the insertion order. In which way they have inserted, in the same way it will keep in the memory. It uses linked list as a internal data structure. So it should print Santosh, Jerry, Mahesh, Rinkesh, Vikas, Akash and Sophia. The way in which they are inserted, in that way only it is retrieved. Let's run it and just confirm. So this is the output as expected. So as you will see here, the sorted set is one of the interface which is implemented by our tree set implementation class. So all these are the classes, and this set and sorted set, list, skews, all these are the interfaces which are provided by JDK. Now one more thing to note: when to use iterator and when to use the for loop for traversing the elements. Let's say you want to remove, while traversing you want to remove few of the elements from the collection. In that case, you can use the iterator and you can use the iterator.remove this method to remove few of the elements based on some condition like this. And if you will remove by using the set interface dot remove, and then if you want to remove some elements, then this will throw concurrent modification exception, since you cannot call a remove method on the set interface whenever you are iterating the set. So this is so whenever you just want to iterate and do some logic, use the new for loop, and if you want to remove few of the elements based on some condition, you use the iterator. So this is all about the set. Thanks for watching this video and stay tuned.